Here's the solutions to Math 90 final exam. Okay, number one, I'll multiply the second equation by 3. That's a 3 there, sorry. So leave the first one alone, x plus 3y equals 4. The second one becomes 12x minus 3y equals 9. Add these two equations together, ignore that. 3y's drop out, 13x equals 13, so x equals 1. Plug 1 back into there. 1 plus 3y equals 4. So 3y equals 3, y is 1. So the point is 1, 1. Number two, second equation, I solve for y equals 16 minus 4x. So then plug that back into here. So put that here, 16 minus 4x plus x squared equals 4x. Subtract 4x on both sides. Factor x squared minus 8x plus 16. That's x minus 4 squared. So that gives me x equals 4. Plug in 4 here, I get y equals 0. So the point is 4, 0. Number three, y is less than 9 minus x squared. Y equals 9 minus x squared is a parabola that goes through 0, 9, 3, 0, and negative 3, 0. It's a dotted parabola because I have the strictly less than. And so I draw some arrows going down. Y equals x plus 3 is a line going through 0, 3, and a slope of 1 goes something like that. It's a solid line. And then greater than means I shade above. So I have this region right in here. Number four, separate x squared minus 2x, y squared plus 4y. Put the 1 over on the other side, negative 1. And then complete the square. Half of negative 2 is negative 1. Negative 1 squared is 1. Add 1 to both sides. Complete the square on here. Half of 4 is 2. 2 squared is 4. Add 4, add 4. This factors into x minus 1 squared. This is y plus 2 squared equals 4. So the center is 1, negative 2, and the radius is 2. Number 5, 2, 1, and negative 1, 6. The slope is y2 minus y1, 6 minus 1, divided by x2 minus x1, negative 1 minus 2. That gives me negative 5/3. Then I plug it into this point slope form. Y minus y1, which is 1, equals m, negative 5/3, times x minus 2. So y minus 1, which I'm going to rewrite as 3/3, equals negative 5/3 x plus 10/3. Add 1 in the form of 3 over 3 to both sides. So y equals negative 5/3 x plus 13/3. Number 6, multiply by the conjugate of the denominator in the numerator denominator, 1 plus 2i. So the denominator becomes 1 minus 4i squared. I squared is negative 1, so that's 1 plus 4. Numerator with FOIL is 2 plus 4i plus 3i is 7i plus 6i squared. 6i squared is 6 times negative 1 is negative 6. 2 and a negative 6 gives me negative 4 plus 7i divided by 5. Write it in the form of a plus bi, negative 4/5 plus 7/5 I. Number 7, f of x is x squared minus 4x. F of x plus h, put x plus h right there, square, minus 4 parentheses x plus h. Clean it up, x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus 4x minus 4h. Number 8, it's basically y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So a population of 1800 minus the original, which is 1300, divided by 2020 minus 2010. That's 500 divided by 10, or 50 per year. So an average growth of 50 per year. Number 9, y equals 2x minus 6. Change x and y around. X equals 2y minus 6. Add 6. Divide by 2. So y is x plus 6 over 2, or half x plus 3. That's f inverse of x. They're both lines. That has a slope of 2 and a y-intercept of negative 6. This has a slope of 1/2, y-intercept of 3. So here's the f, and here's the f inverse. Number 10, my zeros are negative 4, 1, and negative 5. And pick a point like 2. So if I plug in 2, positive, 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 so it's a positive, so it's going to go up. P of 0, 0 there is positive, negative, positive. So that makes the whole thing negative, so I have it going down. Between negative 5 and negative 4 is negative 4.5. Negative 4.5 plus 4 is a negative. Negative 4.5 minus 1 is a negative. Negative 4.5 plus 5 is a positive. So negative times a negative times a positive is positive, so it goes up. And P of negative 6, negative, negative, negative. So the whole thing is negative. So it looks something like this. Number 11, switch to synthetic division. 2, negative 13, 7, 37, 15. we're told that -1 works, so put -1 here, and 2, -2, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add. You should get a 0, and you do. Then do synthetic division on the other solution that they proposed, which was 3. So 2, multiply, add, multiply, add, multiply, add. Again, I get a remainder of 0, which I'm supposed to. So I can now factor into x plus 1, x minus 3, and I read this as 2x squared minus 9x minus 5. And then I further factor this trinomial into 2x plus 1, x minus 5. So the full factorization of the polynomial is this, with the zeros of -1, 3, -1/2, and 5 in some order. Number 12, horizontal asymptote. They're both first degree, so you just look at the leading coefficients, 4 divided by 1, which is 4. So horizontal asymptote, y equals 4. Vertical asymptote, x equals 3. So y equals 4, x equals 3. Intercepts, let y be 0. So a fraction is 0 when the numerator is 0. So what number makes the numerator 0? -1. And if I plug in 0 for x, that's gone, that's gone. I have 0, -4/3. So here's 0, -4/3, -1, 0. I'm going to approach y equals 4 here. I'm going to approach y equals 4 here. And either side of the asymptote, f of 3.1, that's a 3.1. That's positive, that's positive. So it's bigger than 0. So it's going to shoot up toward infinity. And a little bit to the left of 3, like 2.99, that's positive, that's negative. So it shoots down less than 0. So the graph looks something like that. 13, e to the x, standard exponential function goes through 0, 1. E to the x plus 2 plus 4, that shifts 2 to the left and 4 up. So I take the point 0, 1, move it 2 to the left and 4 up, I get -2, 5. And so here's G, same general shape as F. 14, remember if it says log, it's understood to be base 10. There's a plus sign here, so I take the log of the product. Log base 10 of x times x minus 3 equals 1. Unscramble it. 10 to the 1 is all this stuff. 10 to the 1 is x times x minus 3, or x squared minus 3x minus 10 equals 0. Factor in x minus 5, x plus 2 equals 0. So x is 5 or x is -2, but you have to throw out the -2 because we cannot take the log of negative numbers. So 5 is the only real solution. Okay, 15, a of t is a0 e to the kt. You're given the initial amount is 100. 5730 goes here. Half of 100, half-life is 50. So 50 goes here. Divide by 100. 0.5 equals e to the 5730k. Take the natural log of both sides. This cancels out. And then 0.5 is equal to 5730. And then divide both sides by 5730. Sorry, my phone is going off here. I'm just going to let it go. But I think you can still hear me. So K is -0.000120968. So I plug that right into here. So A of t is 100 e to the -0.000120968 t. And my phone stopped ringing. All right, so now I just plug in 300. So A of 300 is 100 e to the -0.000120968 times 300. Comes out to be about 96.44 grams. Okay, so hopefully you got all that, even though my phone rang at the time being. All right, so that's the answers to the final exam for Math 90. We are done with the course. So I hope you enjoyed the course and everybody have a good summer. Okay, bye.